Good morning. I just wanted to re-show. This is kind of a shout out, kind of a tribute. I'm not sure what to call it. I guess that's a good idea. If you like a particular channel, suddenly you can show if they're a creator and they've made a deck or written a book or whatever, something creative to re-show whatever their creation is. In this case, and it took me an hour to fish this box out of storage because I don't keep the boxes. I'm not a box person. But this is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. Finding Magic in the Midst of Life. I think in the older video I did over a year ago, I referred to it as a suburban like tarot, like I guess that's what the everyday part might be about. I don't know. There are some things that aren't everyday, as you see there. A little fae fairy, I'm not sure, spirit, whatever they're called. Let's see. Let's show the thumbnail because that's usually clearer than me holding the box. That's what the box looks like, and the cover of the book, which I'll show later. So let me get rid of the thumbnail. Back to the cards. They are difficult for me to lay out because of their size relative to other decks, other card types. Like that's Los Scarabeo. Behind that's typically US games. And they're huge. They're just huge. Hopefully she's doing a revamp, I think she calls it, where she's redoing the art and the cards and for 2 decks at once, I think. This one. The Everyday Enchantment, as well as one called the Wild Spirit, I think. I know I've watched a video for this card. And some other cards have popped up in her videos. I think maybe this one. I'm not sure. But I find that interesting that she's sharing that and that you get to see a finished, whatever size it is and however it's done. I'm not sure. Maybe it's watercolor. I don't think it's acrylic. Maybe it's oil. I'm not sure. I think it's watercolor, but maybe not. You get to see the original, and then she printed one out in the most recent video, and then you get to see the original artwork. So I think that's great. I wish more creators of decks did that. Here's the Fool card. Can I zoom in? I think I can't. I'm going to spend a little extra time here, I guess. So sorry for that. I'll link to the old video, even though this one's going to be better despite the sun blasting in the window. So let's go in a little bit more. Okay. That's the Fool. Cat instead of a dog, I guess. I see a horse back there. Bird. Butterfly. And a fae, spirit, whatever. Here's what the backs look like. And I'm pretty sure that's reversible. Without detecting it's reversed. If that's important to you. I don't know if she's revamping the back or not. But secretly I'm hoping it's smaller. Even though this is nice, this size, nice cardstock, nice matte feel, blah, 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 blah. So that's the Fool. Let me get that out of there and get this out of there. And there's the Major Arcana, kind of tough to lay out. Oh, I forgot to zoom back out. Sorry. Can I stop there? I think so. And as always with cameras like this area is going to be clearer than this area in terms of the words I can see or able to read them clearly and the images. So I'll just let that go. Maybe zoom in a little. That's going to pick up probably the Justice card. If you look closely, I noticed this in her art that they're kind of outlined with a bluish as though everybody's aura, A-U-R-A, is visible. I don't know how often I've seen that. I think I've seen it before. In other art, I mean. In other ways, I mean. So, ooh, just a hair. Okay. Nope, too much. Okay. That's not easy to do. I need to figure out how to do that remotely. I know I have a remote control somewhere. Or there's probably an iPad, iPhone, whatever kind of way of doing it. So let's look at the minors. Kind of cover that up. So these are a little bit clearer. These are hard to show. Again, my boards are just a bit too short to get the last two cards in. So here's the wands. Hopefully they're kind of crooked, but kind of straight mostly. So that's the ace through the knight. I'll let you look at those for a little bit. Maybe we can zoom in. That might help. And then bring this down. This is not easy. There. Oh, and I do like how she's just doing them kind of off the cuff, the videos, instead of, editing and going through all that, what I normally don't enjoy. But that's okay. Some people enjoy that and see it as more professional. I guess I can see that. Just when they add the blasty music, I kind of lose patience. So that was ace through the knight of wands. Here is the queen of wands. I'm looking to try to remember if she's done any videos of these yet. Doing 78 of anything twice. In this case, she's revamping 2 decks. There's a lot of work. I don't know if she's rewriting the book for them as well. I mean, it's kind of a Herculean task, I think. Is that a word? Herculean? I don't know. Probably not. That's shifting around because they're matte. They're kind of slippery. There's the cups. I can get that to cover up the others. I think I watched a video about this 5 of cups, I think. I watched too many videos, maybe. So that's the ace of cups to the knight of cups. Here comes the queen of cups. And the king of cups. Let's bring in what she calls the blades, which are swords, I suppose. You suppose correctly. Thank you. I seem to be shifting to the left. What's up with that? I think there was discussion somewhere about the knight of blades. But I can't recall what it was about exactly. Probably some bizarre Amazon comment. That's where I got these on Amazon. I think it's still available on Amazon. So that's the ace of blades to the knight of blades. Here's the queen of blades. And here's the king of blades. Okay. Sorry if you hear the dog bark all of a sudden. Apparently this is the time of day when they release the hounds. Or what was that song? Who Let the Dogs Out? I could say that a lot in this neighborhood. But it's actually kind of gotten better in terms of noise level. So I can't complain. This is a coins, pentacles, ace of coins to the knight of coins. Here is the queen of coins. Here is the king of coins. Okay. And here's the box again. I took out the insides. I tend to recycle because I don't keep the boxes. I keep them, but I don't keep the cards or the books in them. too hard to get at that way, I think. Take up too much space. So I put this in storage. I had, like I said, I had to go spend an hour looking for it. Oh, a list of credits. Is that her? Maybe. I've kind of done quite a bit of stuff. Some of us are more talented, I guess. There's the box. Here's the book. Let's pick one of these markers. I'm not sure why I marked. Let's pick another one. The 4 of coins. And just let you see. I'll put it down and see if I can zoom in so you can see there's a black and white picture and then like 2 pages for each card, which is kind of interesting, impressive. Hopefully I'm doing a better job than I did in the first video. I think in terms of video, I'm improving a little bit over time, ever so slowly. So I don't know if you can read these words, and just in case, you can just see there's quick keyword thing and then the image again. And then I'll slide this over so you can see all of what's written. I don't know how many pages. It looks like it's a couple hundred. So there's that. I'll put the book over here. And that's my way of numbering everything I have. This was the 65th deck that I bought, starting from somewhere around early 2017 is when I started grabbing decks. I still go back to the Rider-Waite Smith, but hey, I'm not going to get over that. So I'll put the Fool card back in there since we can see this on the box. And that was my tribute or acknowledgement of what she's been doing with her recent videos and the fact that she's sharing that revamp with everybody, which I admire. I think that's great. So I hope that turns out to be a success for her, and however you want to view that in terms of success, whether that's purchases and sales and all that kind of stuff, or just that some people will get this and use it. Would I ever use it in a reading in the past for other people? Probably not. Would I used it for myself? Yes. But that's a whole different thing. I don't know that I would count that as a reading exactly. I don't know. Let's turn this over so you can see the backs, which are pretty nice, I think, as backs go. And so with that, I will say peace.